What is up? Welcome into the Buddy Cop Podcast. My name is Sean Leary. I'm a comedian and a producer in Los Angeles, and I am joined by my two mates, my bestie boys. My best buddy here, comedian, producer, impressionist extraordinaire, Scott Ibarra. How are you? I'm also here, joined with, and here and by Tom Cocking, our third mic, our sound engineer, our box office inflation producer.
I've been joined by here.
Freshly back from Belgium.
It's nice to be joined.
Fresh haircut.
Yes.
Black Rambo watches.
Ooh, Lambos.
Wonder Twins powers activate. Form of explosions.
Except mine's a G-Shock. Mine would survive in the jungle. Yours would
is a poser.
You'd have to pay.
Yeah, this is City Boy. That's Country Boy.
You'd have to pay the pirates with that.
Yeah, for sure. This thing is $8 for sure. It's real
How
crappy.
deep can that go down underwater?
Oh, this goes far down. Look how far down that goes.
No, underwater. He said.
Oh, not at all. Breaks
No,
instantly.
okay.
Yeah, not one of those. So, but the reference is perfect for today's film.
Yeah.
And on the Buddy Cop Podcast, we look at 80s and 90s action flicks, the blockbusters, the big budgets, the machismo, the testosterone in all its glory. And today, this week, we are doing the 1985 mega worldwide box office smash ripper.
So sad.
Rambo 2. Wow.
I know.
I watched it for the first time today.
We got a lot of requests. People were like, "You need to do Rambo." We're like, "All right, we got to do it. It's the quintessential action film."
But you came in hot, and you go Rambo 2.
I know. I got my elbows on the table. I'm leaning forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. Why? All right.
Stop.
Because this is. I'm gonna do the housekeeping stuff for the show real quick. So get your shit ready. I didn't mean it. That was rude. It was get your positive shit ready for your TED Talk turkey over here, because I'm coming to you in 30 seconds. Okay. So next week, the 23rd in Los Angeles, Manhattan Beach, California, we're doing our first live show. It's Terminator 2. Are you Sarah Connor? Yeah. Okay.
God.
It's going to be 90 minutes of Arnold impressions.
I hope not.
Please,
I really don't want to.
Little does Scott know, we've had like 8 people come up and go, I could have used more Arnold impressions. It's like that sketch.
No.
I could have used more Cal. I gotta have more Arnold.
You don't have to. If you,
I'll have to take an intermission and go smoke some glass if that's
anyway. While you're smoking glass, the audience is going to be enjoying free popcorn.
Yes.
So next Friday night, blockbuster movie season kicks off with Terminator 2. Judgment Day. I mean, we don't even need to say anything about why you should come just for that alone.
Yeah.
Like, even if you think we're complete asses,
and it won't just
free
be
popcorn.
But we'll also have some comedians opening up, so it'll be kind of a live
I thought
comedy
you were
show.
Gonna go in more on the popcorn. Okay, yeah.
Wait, comics open. Is there free popcorn?
Yeah, there's free popcorn.
All right, sick.
2 comics open up the show, and then we do an episode taping of T2 Judgment Day.
Yep.
And we are going to be this week. You and I have talked about this. We're going meta. We are not going to blink throughout. We're going to train ourselves to not blink throughout the entire taping, as Robert Patrick did when he portrayed the T-1000.
Oh, he was so good.
Yeah, because he was a robot. Oh, spoiler alert. So anyway, make sure you, we're giving away tickets. There's also some VIP options if you want to check that out. It's on Eventbrite. But email the show, thebuddycoppodcast@gmail.com. Rate, review, subscribe, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio. Thank you so much. Get us with your requests. What movies because we're at the point where like we've done our faves. Scott won't let me do Last Action Hero. I won't let him do Big Trouble Little China. So we're at a crossroads.
What about me?
What do you want?
Well, yeah.
You want Surf Ninjas?
Shawshank.
What did you want?
Yeah,
No, I would like Rumble in the Bronx.
Can we do Surf Ninjas? Because it's like my favorite movie.
Hold on. You know what? Tom? Rumble in the Bronx was a
fucking
pretty
action movie.
solid, good call that I didn't see coming. We haven't done Jackie. And I feel like I'm talking about one of my relatives. We haven't done Jackie. Can we get Jackie involved?
We're not at the end of our podcast.
No, not at all.
We got so many.
I promise we'll do year 5. We'll do Jackie.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get back to you.
You're welcome. Yes.
Remember when I told you to get your
yes,
TED
Dad.
Talk
The
turkey?
car's running. I'm ready to go to school.
Okay, car's running. So we're doing Rambo 2.
Yep.
This is a 1985 joint.
Yeah.
It's a Jimmy Cameron and Stallone written joint.
That is
But why? Because we had some people who are in the inner circle, the BCP inner circle. We're curious. Why are you doing Rambo 2 when First Blood's the first introduction of Rambo?
because First Blood comes from a novel, and it is a dramatic film. They added the action elements later. He was actually like a crazy killer in the novel, but it was way more in
John Rambo?
Yeah. He was way more of kind of like a kill everybody kind of guy who goes nuts. And then when Stallone got involved and helped
I want to
rewrite
see
scripts,
that.
yeah,
I actually do as well.
They made it more of an in-depth movie of a guy with PTSD and made him more of a likable character, which related to a lot of the Vietnam veterans at the time. And that's what made it good. And they didn't kill him at the end, and so we have Rambo 2.
Yeah, and Rambo 2 goes, if let's just say if First Blood is the rails, Rambo 2 goes off the rails.
Oh my God.
Into another track that I absolutely love, and it is cooking. This movie fucking rips. Chugga 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 Rambo. Wow.
The sound effects are amazing.
All right,
They're
real quick. You know, one of my theories from early on in the podcast is you can always tell a lot about the movie based on what streaming service it's on. And boys, I found this one over on Philo. Sign up and then we'll say you don't have access.
You know what? I found it on AMC Plus and Prime Video.
You know what? It was on AMC Plus, but I wanted to do the Philo bit.
I swear you're watching all your movies on Xbox or something.
Yeah, isn't that kind of funny where it's like...
He's like, I couldn't find it anywhere.
I ended up renting it for $3.47, and I said earlier, I wanted to give that money to Corolla Co., that defunct production company that definitely gets that $3.47.
Yeah. Wait, so how often do you order from Amazon?
A lot. Almost every movie I watch at home, I rent.
No, I'm saying, but like order like actual like products.
Oh, paper towel. Actually, what do we get? Oh, mouthwash quite a bit on Amazon.
Because you get like credits to order. So we got it on Prime for free because we have credits.
So he's telling us how he watched it on Prime for free.
Someone hates you at Prime Video.
Shit.
Somebody hates me at Prime Video.
Yeah.
Okay, appreciate the breakdown on why we're doing Rambo 2.
Yeah.
I kind of want... This was kind of a tough one to... I know I kind of say this every episode where it's tough to begin this. Because we do favorite moments, we do fun facts, we do the box office, we do the Rotten Tomatoes, we give a hot take at the end. I kind of want to start with just an overarching theory of, man, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I love me some 90-minute movies, baby. You get that runtime under 100 minutes,
and it was
Scott, I'm eating
and it was a
out
rated
of your
R.
hand.
It's a rated R
yeah.
movie.
With zero dialogue. This movie cooks. This movie, the chicken at the end has a better death scene than any of the humans, and I was so sad about the chicken.
Yeah.
Whoa, sad about the chicken.
I like the guy that he shoots with the arrow at the bottom of the falls who must have eaten a propane tank.
Yeah, oh no, man. Everyone we can't go there. We can't go there yet.
Scott, we can't go there. Well, no, we can. I think maybe we do go there because of the absurdity of this movie's universe is awesome.
Yeah.
In the sense of I even wrote it of the cheat cuts of during all of the James Cameron. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Cameron and Stallone wrote this movie. They were at odds, kind of.
Yeah.
Stallone wrote the politics.
Mm-hmm. Why does he get to? Why?
Because he's a big star. He did Rocky. And James Cameron wrote the action, right? So there's 45 minutes of incredible jungle action, and I love the cheat cuts where it was just a tight shot on, and then you don't see anything, and then it goes through, and like it goes through his head. Right? Like a Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
And then it's from the wrong angle. You know what I mean? Like, oh, is he behind you? I love that they just did that for all of them.
Yeah.
There wasn't a normal kill in the bunch.
Every time he kills someone, too, he grabs the girl, his sidekick. Every time he's like, and he's like, we're late. And he's like, let's go. Kills someone and it doesn't affect her. And she's like, oh my God. He's like, let's go.
I want to do a spoiler alert right away because it's to really fuck me up in the movie. Okay. Because I had not, spoiler alert.
Okay.
I had not seen this. You're okay. No, you've seen it. Or I'm sorry, you actually watched this one for the pod. Sometimes if your week's going okay, you can sit down and watch a picture.
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, excuse me. I had not seen this yet. I had never seen this movie. So today was the first time. When the Vietnamese girl who's his fence, what would you call her? She was his intelligence liaison. His IL, intelligence liaison. So his IL. When she gets absolutely obliterated by 4 to 5 AK-47s and drowns in a pool of her own blood, that I literally went, "Oh my god,
Yeah,
Sly!"
You texted me. You're
Yeah.
like, "Holy
Yeah, I
shit!"
gotta pull that
She's
up.
got AK-47. I was like,
I literally go, "Holy shit, Rambo's girl gets AK-47? Legit didn't see that coming."
Were you watching the movie?
3:46 p.m. on a Thursday after one Stella Artois.
you were watching. You were watching
Brought
it
to
when
you
she was
by-
on the boat. Like, maybe I come to America, live good life. You're like, "Oh, that sounds nice. I
No,
think that's gonna happen."
I truly did. I was watching this like a corporate dad on a plane of like, yeah, they're gonna ride off into the sunset in a helicopter together. Like, I didn't see it coming at all. I was so far up the river.
You got to study your Rambo movies, man.
Okay, so were those
Not a lot of people survive.
tips explosive tips? Because
Yes.
he was.
I know you get confused. You think
You didn't hear-
bicycles explode when they run into walls. Yes, those are explosive grenade
Tip
arrows.
piece?
We're already begun. Like I'm already in BTPs right now because that's
you're
not
Go to it. That's fine.
because those tips, like the amount of explosives in those tips would not explode an entire car.
Well, you just ruined all action movies, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just fuck.
Grenades aren't napalm either. They don't
I mean,
explode. with-
grenades explode more than those tips do. Correct. The tips and
Why do we have to do a ballistics report every? Just
Tom,
because
Tom, your
they
bones.
came from guns.
These are bad.
Tom, your
These are
bones to
bad
pick are amazing.
Yeah.
I bet you saw the title. You're like, Rambo. Now is that Portuguese?
Okay, how about
Why
this?
is his name Rambo?
Here's where we can get to some momentum.
Yeah.
As soon as this movie started, no, it's fine. That was great. I like it. You're a ballistic expert. He's like the blood
is the
splatter
ballistic-
guy. He's like Michael C. Hall's character on Dexter.
or Hexter or whatever.
Tropic Thunder. As soon as I saw this movie, I go,
Yeah.
"This is Tropic Thunder. This is what he was spoofing."
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the same. It's the
Yeah. It's a shoot from the hip.
and just the guy, the beret guy, the bad guy that double crosses them on the boat is the guy. But like, you know, the bad guy in
the
in
mustache
Tropic
guy.
Thunder, the little kid, that's the bad guy. You know, Pape Farmer. You remember in Tropic Thunder when Robert Downey Jr. and
So you're saying the main pirate on the boat is in Tropic Thunder?
no, it's inspired. That's the exact
yeah.
look, the exact outfit, all of it, and then the dunking him in the water, bringing him out of the water, and that looked. I literally said today, I know, because I got high as shit to watch this movie.
Get the fuck
When
out
I
of here.
saw that it was 96 minutes and mostly explosions and a Jimmy Cameron joint, I ripped it. Okay, so when they were dunking him in that juice,
Yeah.
I was like,
jism.
that looked like a blizzard from Dairy Queen. And you know where I graduated? University of Dairy Queen.
Yep, that's right.
No, but so that guy, the mustache that was in this initial movie, was in
Tropic
as
Thunder.
well.
The guy who gets wing-tipped exploded at the end. The one who gets foot seduced by the bike horse foot.
Yeah.
I don't mean to say bike whore, but
No,
that's
she
what
said it.
she
They said it.
said it.
They said
Miss
it, not-
Cycle whore.
She
From
let
Cycle whore from Village.
she let
Can
Rambo
we
know.
say
She's like,
it?
"That's Psycho Ho from Village," and I was waiting for him to be
Oh
like,
my god.
"Yeah, I got that."
And what did you say?
I didn't think it was Uber Eats. Like,
Yeah.
what is she dropping off? I had pizza.
Yeah, the girl rides up by herself at 4 a.m. Because this whole movie, the timeline on this movie,
And they patted her
doesn't
down.
make
And
any
I love how they
sense.
patted her down for weapons.
Pop, pop, pop.
Oh.
No, the timeline is like he's spying on the camp, and it's like sun is setting, right? And then he gets into the camp, and it's pitch black. Okay, and then he gets one guy out. 5 minutes later, it's sun rising, and then he gets on the chopper. It's dark.
That's how Southeast Asia works.
42-hour
days are short.
42-hour mission to get that one guy with the bad teeth.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
Hey, don't he acts like he's better than these.
No, so I'm
bits.
like, here's the thing. I think we're like beyond. Like,
We're pissing
where are
him
we
off.
at?
We're just stuck on one guy who's in Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
And
No, we're at the Tropic Thunder. Like this felt like Ben Stiller got the full,
for sure.
the
He killed
full
it.
inspo here. It's
well,
strictly,
Tropic Thunder is directly pulling from this movie and
yeah,
Platoon.
like there's literally the
Platoon.
same plot lines.
Platoon
and
and
When he just
Apocalypse
goes up,
Now.
Apocalypse Now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking Ben Stiller.
That's Willem Dafoe.
Okay.
No penis jokes.
How
No
about
jokes.
this?
We got nothing.
This is there are two things that I noticed in this movie.
Yes.
In the macro of blockbusters and the era.
And what is that?
So this was the second biggest movie of 1985. It was an R-rated movie, and it went to 300 million worldwide.
Wow.
And this year, 1985, Back to the Future was number one.
Yeah.
This was kind of the year where movies kind of got big. Like, I know Star Wars was big in the 70s, but like where movies got to be big budgets, big set pieces. And I asked AI, like Google, what was kind of the attributing to that, and it was that's just when it started. Well, and I was like,
this was
where
the
did
quintessential. I remember I was in film class, and this was the quintessential film that brought in muscles to action movie. Because before Stallone, the action icon was Dirty Harry. So it was the angry old man. Before that, it was John Wayne. So it was the cowboy. Then it was the cop.
Happy Thanksgiving, pilgrims.
Yeah, and then it turned to, after Vietnam War, it became the jungle hero. The jungle hero.
Okay.
Wait, so there was
wait,
muscle was in
what?
Rambo 2. Was there any muscle in Rambo 2?
No, hold on real quick. Because
do we see any muscles in Rambo 2 at all?
I feel like you watched a porno or something.
No, Scott, don't engage. Don't engage when he says that stuff.
There was so much muscle inside of Rambo 2.
Don't engage. There's all the muscle in Rambo 2.
There was. Do you not see how much muscle was in Rambo 2?
I don't actually know what's happening. Do you know?
That wasn't Tom. That was an on the spectrum comment, right? There. You're counting chopsticks over there. We need to get back to the...
I'm mentioning muscles.
Huh?
How many muscles were in Rambo 2?
Is this a trivia? Is this
a trivia question? Oh, how many? 482 muscles.
70,000 is it? 70,245.
All right, back to the show. Okay.
Wow. My brain just fell out of my head.
So it's the second biggest movie of 1985.
Yes.
Okay?
Next to...
Back to the future. But why do you think that, like...
Nice.
So you say he brings in the muscles, right?
He brought in the action era. Because then before him, there wasn't anything. There was Arnold in Conan. That was only muscle movie.
Yeah, but that's not really like even an action movie.
But if you notice, every action movie spoof or anything is based off the shirtless guy with the headband. This brought in the muscles, because then after that was Commando, was all the Arnold movies.
Right.
Because before this, Arnold didn't have a big action movie. So
Commando was in 86?
Commando was right after that in 85, 86. Yeah, 86.
Commando was the answer to Rambo.
Yeah, it was.
Rambo, Mando.
Commando.
But Commando's answer to the first Rambo, right?
So Arnold was, there was that competition. So to spoof Rambo 2, but also to just get sales, right, is he just did everything Stallone did. But he amped it up. So instead of making the end dramatic, they gave it the ending that all the macho guys wanted. It's like, get the daughter, kill the guy with the knife, go back, high five, and go fuck a tree,
Yeah.
So here's another question, because I like when you do you get a little introspective with the film.
I do.
So something I've noticed with Aliens, Bloodsport, and this, our three oldest films. This is our oldest film to date. This is our first 85. Aliens was our oldest film at 86.
Wow, I didn't think of that. Yeah.
I have noticed, and I texted Tom about this today, there are very few fun facts on kind of Wikipedia, IMDb for our older movies.
Right.
Do you think that's just because longer ago, lost in translation, just don't have a lot of the information? Or do you think maybe things were a little more buttoned up back then because the set pieces and the budgets weren't, 250 million, they were 25 million?
I think it's because before this, the only big budget films really was like Star Wars. Mm-hmm. So once the films got huge budgets and big explosions, a lot more things go wrong, because in the 70s you had French Connection, all those movies, they were tight, right? They really knew what they were doing. They were more film noir, or not film noir, but like more just tighter films. And then the 80s came and it became really cheesy. It became over the top, budgets ballooned. And so you have a lot more fuckery.
When was the financial boom of America, like Wall Street?
When Reagan came in.
So 81. Was that 84?
No, 81.
Oh, okay. So
Reagan came in like 80, 81.
Okay.
And then the 80s started, and that's why everybody loves the 80s.
But did the 80s start in 1980?
Right.
Well, you said it started in 81.
But he was in.
Stop.
No. Well, if you want to get.
I know. Reagan 80s.
Yeah. So he came in 80s. Because we were in a recession. We were in a recession, and then he made America great.
Who was before him? Ford?
What?
Ford? Who was that before him?
Carter? Yeah.
When was Ford?
Right before Carter.
I actually thought Ford was for Chevy. Okay,
my God.
sorry.
Jesus Christ.
All right, a dissertation on presidents.
No, I like this.
The
is
whole
stuff-
Reagan era-
When we do these, a 96-minute movie with 4 lines of dialogue, that is a TED talk at
But
the
it's
end about
sold
Vietnam.
because
Nam.
Stallone was the best. Stallone was the
Don't bring
best
it up to me.
at knowing what the audience wants.
He was about to ball. Like, okay, I get the performance in the film. I found him to be a bore throughout this whole movie.
Stallone. You're
Yeah.
saying what? He was phenomenal.
No, he was.
I'm fucking with you.
No, he
was a
was.
But you know why?
Because
It's
the
because-
PTSD. Like, he's supposed to be despondent. He's supposed to be, I'll fucking kill you. I'll die. I don't care either way.
But he's not that character.
What was he
in
then?
First Blood? You notice he was very reluctant. He didn't want to kill.
I'm
people.
talking about in Rambo 2.
I know Rambo 2. The difference is Stallone still wanted that depth of the character. He doesn't want to kill people. He doesn't want to do that. But he's now in the jungle. He doesn't fit in the U.S. In the U.S., he's like that's where he has a PTSD.
No,
like
I'm
a
not,
lot of veterans.
I'm saying it's a good performance.
Yeah.
So
he
I'm
was
saying I wouldn't want to have a beer with him.
No, because he was keeping the same.
I like my
depth.
Arnold action
Right.
heroes.
He was keeping the same depth as the First Blood character.
Yes. No.
And you want him to be, and the thing
I want flick a match
'Cause we're comparing him.
Hey, light it up.
because that's Arnold.
Light it up
That's
and get
Arnold.
out of here.
But Stallone likes to write deep characters. Arnold's just
Yeah,
like,
I know.
stick
That's
around.
the thing. That's where it's like,
I'm-
yeah, come here, come on. And Stallone's like, Jesse, I came back for you.
I think this is like a me disagreeing with like. So when Stallone got done with Rocky 1, so he's working the stones, which you don't do in prison, right?
You
So-
don't?
You don't work stones in prison.
I kind of liked the
Not-
stone.
not anymore.
I
You're
like
not
the
a
stone.
stone
Ever
Quarry?
since the
You never
ever since
have,
the big
ever.
stone the big
Would you
stone
call it
riots
a
of
quarry?
1985.
Like,
Wouldn't there
there's
be a
no stone
quarry?
working.
I thought that was a rock quarry.
He was at a quarry.
There's
Yeah.
always a quarry, guys.
It was a
But, like,
rock.
why do you-
That big explosion to start the movie was so sick.
If you are arrested, if you get court-martialed and go to jail or whatever in the military,
Court-martialed?
they send you to a quarry.
Wow.
Really?
The world needs rocks, dude.
Court-martialed.
I have to.
Yep.
He's got so many bone depicts. He's got so many bone.
No,
Hey,
I
pull
got-
up the. He's working on something. He's not even paying attention.
What's your
He's
bone to
working
pick?
on
You're like,
flyers.
no.
I got like there's too many.
You're like, no, he would have been in Connecticut
I
making
thought-
license plates. This is
Well,
bullshit.
I mean, what's Stone Quarry in the 70s?
I thought the
Who's Stone
PT. It
Quarry?
was the 80s. I thought the PTSD acting was really good.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
the thing is then you're mixing it with super over top action film, which is why James Cameron.
yeah.
But all that is Stallone being a good writer, trying to write a good character, but then James Cameron being like, "Let's go, let's pick up the action, let's go."
Well, yeah, I mean, because the first 30 minutes of this thing, I mean, the first scene is good, where he's working on the stones, rock quarry, and like you get
Rambo 2, the musical.
You see that cling, cling. Hey Jesse. Okay, he's clinking, and the extra acting is so bad. It's like was Central Casting closed that day, and you got some Taco Bell janitors clinking and clanking.
Yeah.
Because the one guy's like looking directly into camera, and it's not a full swing; it's a half swing, and his note was make sure you hit the thing that goes into the rock. Don't miss it, and it's.
You're right. The movie's trash.
Yeah, that's
Corey
when it took me
ruined
out. That's when I go, I'm rooting for the Russians.
That's why the critics hated it. That's why.
I come in
That's
and
why-
I take Rambo. I want you to be Rambo. I kill you. I kill your family.
That actor too. The what's his name? The
I think it's
Burkhoff.
Romanov Chelevsky. Hi, I am the actor Romanov Chelevsky.
Ludwig von Beethoven?
I
What's
come
his
here to kill Rambo.
It's,
I fly helicopter and I also
William-
do knife fight and burn your eye.
William Gert or whatever.
I'll put You do not bring William Hurt back into this
No,
podcast.
it's William
He
Gert
does
is
not.
his name.
Oh, okay.
William
fly-
Gent.
Put it in his eye. Stick it in his eye.
I love how he starts off very Russian. He's very Russian.
He's very Russian.
Because I think he's German or
He's
Austrian.
Chechnyan rebel
And
sent
then
from
halfway
Russian.
through, when he's interrogating Rambo, his accent turns a little fruity, kind of German.
Yeah, I thought he was German.
He's like, "We have ways to make you talk, yeah."
oh, this is different movie.
So
yeah.
he starts out by being like, "No, Russian, these
This
our
is
comrades here in Vietnam are very
comrades."
cruel to you." And then halfway through, he's like, "We go to fucky party, make fuck, yeah."
Yes. We talk because you're in Indiana Jones
Oh,
first movie.
Rambo in the pig blood. We bring you inside, make fucky party, skewer out of your party, yeah.
And then the girl comes in and goes, She's psycho whore.
Oh my god, cycle whore.
Okay, so this was the first movie in the history of America to be in 2,000 movie theaters.
Jesus.
Is that good? I don't know if that's good.
Well, yeah, I mean it's the first to be in two, so it means it's been
Before
in the
that,
most.
they were in
1,000 something. But, like it's in the
1999
most. Do you not
theaters.
get that it's the most at the time? It was the most theaters ever. What?
No, I just don't know if 2,000 theaters is
What?
crazy number.
Even the guy that can't think said something. Toilet store? Where'd you get your clothes? The toilet store? 2,000 theaters. So at the time, this was the widest release in the history of our country.
I believe it. It's a huge action movie.
So
2,000 theaters.
I want to know how you feel about this movie in comparison to it came out the same year as your favorite movie ever, Back to the Future.
Oh, they don't even compare. Doc!
Marty! Biff!
Biff, make like a tree and get out of here.
It's leave. It's make like a tree and leave.
And we're doing Back to the Future Now podcast.
Fine. This is
All
the
right,
show.
so the next
We're
episode
only
is Back to the
25
Future.
minutes in. We're
Thank
fine.
you so much.
So-
The next show is Terminator.
So I
2.
want to talk
26 minutes,
about.
we got time.
I want to talk about Richard Crenna as the Colonel. I think he is so great.
I knew you were going to
He's
say that.
Such a
Can you do
comedy
him?
act. Oh my god. Well, the thing about this war, Rambo, we're going to send you back in. I want you to put that pickaxe down. I'm going to grab you a Gatorade. I want you to come on the other side of this fence. And then we're going to go in there, and I want you to do your best to forget about the war. I want him to be like, why are you talking like that, Colonel?
Yeah. Are you a news anchor? Are you about to report? Ba, 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 ba.
I just switched to Sanka. I don't know what I'm doing.
He kind of. I'm trying to think of what other impression of yours that he kind of sounds like.
Well, he was funny because he was in.
Hot Shots.
Oh, he was in Wrongfully Accused too.
Yeah, he's the guy. He plays the
He's
colonel.
a very veteran actor, but he came from like
Literal.
sitcoms.
He's a
and,
veteran.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he came from like sitcoms and comedy.
Yeah, he's funny.
So his delivery cracks me up in every movie.
Every shot is
What
him.
you're messing with is the best.
He's
the
turning
best
your-
we've ever had.
John Rambo.
John Rambo's the best.
His hell is your home.
And he loves to do the over the shoulder like last words
No, that's
before
what I
it
was going to
comes
say.
out.
Every time he's on camera, it's
Well, you made a mistake. You made a mistake with this one, and he walks away. What? And he goes,
John Rambo.
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 Is the bathroom this way? Yeah.
How do I get out of here? It was tough to find this room.
It was, God damn it, it's really hot, Rambo.
It sounds a little bit like somebody else, but it's good. It's very good.
Thank you.
He
How about what's his name? The
Craig's
Murdoch.
Oh fuck that
Marshall
guy.
Murdoch, Eminem.
I wish that guy would have got freaking.
I love that guy with the jaw out there. He's like, God damn it, we're gonna leave him out there in the jungle. Well, the thing is, Rambo, can you give me you want a Coke? Give me a Coca-Cola. The guy opens the Coke machine and just pulls a Coke out.
Sweating profusely on the phone. God damn it, Rambo.
got like
No, bring you home. He's got bitter beer face.
I know.
I
So
bet,
his
like-
jaw enters the room before he does. He's
like the notes I made.
hold on, wait for this Bayliner to walk into the room.
So
John Rambo.
I made two notes
Yes.
that were important to me. Was the sweat was too much.
I loved it.
There was so much sweat.
It was
but
in his-
also,
It was
coming
100
up.
degrees
One-
I
there
know,
in
yeah, but no,
Acapulco,
it-
Mexico.
120.
Yeah, and in Mexico, no shit.
Plus
but
the
where they were
humidity.
filming the scenes internally with like the team of their crew.
He had sweat coming
Yeah.
up from his junk.
But then
I've never
also-
seen that.
It's damn good
Never
acting.
seen that.
I
There
had
was
a
no-
terrible overbite, right? So watch this. This is crazy acting. So he could not just suck his fucking bite in. So he could not like. You have an overbite. He had an underbite the whole time.
He had bitter beer face.
It's like just suck your
He
fucking.
drank some
suck
bad
it in. I
Miller
can do that
Lite
every
and
day.
was like,
It's just that easy, Tom, isn't it? If someone just has an underbite, you're like, hey, fix your face.
No, I had a huge overbite. I fixed it. But watch, I can do it again. Whoa. Oh, underbite. Oh, overbite.
I
Tom,
don't get what's
You look
happening.
like you're at a bus stop.
I like it. Yeah.
I'm saying, was he supposed
He's
to have the
waiting for
underbite?
Mr.
or
Blue
is
to
he
meet him at Sepulveda.
The underbite was always because he's
I
always
think
had
he
an
just
underbite.
always had it. Yeah, I think that's just.
You're right, Tom.
his-
The movie's trash. The
I think
underbite
that's-
ruined it for me.
I think that's just his physical look and how he
I think
feels
that's just
as
the way
a
his
person.
body he was
Yeah.
born. But you're like,
Yeah.
hey, you know what? Fix your It's easy to fix your underbite. Just tuck it in.
Dude, when
making that face, Tom.
When
God
he was
damn it.
getting,
Hold on.
when he was
stroking out.
getting electrocuted on the bed frame from not IKEA, whatever the opposite of IKEA is.
Well,
where's
if you're getting electrocuted,
sell bed frames completely
no,
out of
if you're
springs.
getting electrocuted in Vietnam, all they had was bed frames and
Yeah,
35.
I love it. I love the apparatus. Scared my cats. This is the third movie of the pod that has scared my kitties. Because the electrocution, it's like he's getting Jesse. He's getting just rocked, right? And then they cut to outside, like at the camp, to show, wow, look at the impact of this guy getting. There's a lot of voltage.
Cats left the room.
No. They cut to,
pussies.
hold on. They cut to like the frequency of the camp and the light bulbs going, and it was like that frequency that only my cats could hear, and they went. And then they got just fucking jazzed, like in a bad way.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's horrible.
But loved it, and I go. Riggs would never, or Mert. Which one was Mel? Riggs. Riggs would never
what?
take that long to get out of that. But I did love how he used the mic. He grabs the microphone to get out of it. I thought that was cool. I thought that was a shout out to the pod. Yeah. That was a shout out to the pod of like, keep going, you kicking ass. And then I wanted him to kill that bad guy that ends up being the Russian pilot later.
Yeah.
That he just throws out.
Every Russian in the 80s, like there's always a henchman with a flat top.
Oh, one of the producers is on record saying that they were trying to come up with ways to kill Russians. That was like one of the mission statements of this movie.
Every movie
We're
in the
making
80s.
this movie to kill Russians.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Every movie every action movie, it's like, fucking, we hate Russians.
How cool were the mortar bomb into the poppy fields? Oh, it sounds like my wife's wine stopper thing. When you're done with the wine, you put it.
Sound like one of those. Sound like a pitching machine. It's like
thunk, thunk.
I know.
Thunk.
That's great. I was watching that, and you can see them running through the rice paddy, and I'm like, why wouldn't you just shoot him?
Yeah. Or also,
hey, we got these brand new mortars. Let's try them out. No, they're like 40 yards away. We can't shoot them. We can't. They're 40 yards away. We can't shoot them. Use the mortars.
I didn't even think of that. That's good, dude.
They were
shooting like Steph Curry 50-foot rape. Yeah, we can't hit anything. They're like the stormtroopers.
Hey, Carl, Ray, get Tom Brady's football machine out here.
Another
go ahead.
Thunk, thunk. Oh,
missed it. Damn
one
it.
guy like, ding.
And they were Stallone.
There goes our rice.
Stallone and the POW were flopping around like the biggest targets. Neither of them had their footing. They were sitting down.
Dude, he was tugging that POW guy around like he was a dummy from Fugitive.
What a good soldier, because I would have left that bad teeth motherfucker day one.
But he was great because it's like he wasn't like Stallone's
he
like
was just malnourished.
Yeah, and when he had the lines, it's like it wasn't that bad. He's like, thank God you got here.
Yeah.
It's like they usually move us around.
Yeah, I kind of want to go back.
Agriculture.
Yeah,
it's kind of been a drag lately. Yeah, things have been slow on the rice paddy. I'm telling you, sales are down.
Yeah. Did you talk to Norm in accounting?
Yeah.
It's been a rough year for the triads.
Yeah. I want to be like, he's like totally just gone. He's like, yeah, how long have I been here? He's like, what year? He said, what year is it? He goes, 85.
Yeah.
And the guy's looking, he's like, I think I've lost a little bit of muscle tone.
Yeah, that guy was giving off like Scott Glenn in Training Day vibes. Remember when Scott Glenn's just like sitting in the chair, Alonzo.
Yeah.
Okay. Reference from a 2000 movie. My bad. Okay. So fun. I asked you that question about why there would maybe be less fun facts, less behind the scenes stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
So this was one of the biggest sequels ever. Yeah, like in terms of how it went to 3 different theaters. No, it went to 2000s. All right, so what's so great? We talked about everything that you said about why we chose the movie. You talked about everything why maybe there weren't so fun facts.
The fun fact, though, that you guys probably already know, but like probably listeners don't, is they originally wanted to have John Travolta as his sidekick.
Who are these suits, Scott? We've talked about this. Who are these executives?
We're going in the
I couldn't even. They wanted Travolta for Rambo back in '79 when the first pitch hit.
Right. Well, I can understand because he was a hot actor, but once now you have Stallone as Rambo, don't bring in the funny sidekick. Could you have
just seen a butt chin in that jungle? No way, dude. He is not ready for... You're going to tell me Travolta's in the jungle?
Just grab any actor to be his sidekick.
You're going to put Travolta in the jungle? Like, I don't...
Stupid.
It's the kill. No, it's the best impression I've ever heard.
Well, you know what? He was actually really ripped for
Saturday Night Fever?
No, Staying Alive.
The sequel
which Stallone directed.
Interesting.
Stallone directed Staying Alive, which is the sequel to Saturday Night Fever, and he got John Travolta into really good shape. So John Travolta was kind of ripped. So then they thought, oh, this is great. He's Italian, blah, blah, blah. Let's put him in because he's hot right now. And then once they started filming and saw the script, Stallone was like, nope, cut it.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be him.
Yeah.
And just him.
There's no sidekicks.
No, and there's no fun.
The funniest sidekick you can get is the Colonel.
There's no funny. There wasn't I didn't laugh once in this movie. This was less funny than Bloodsport.
You didn't laugh one time for Rambo 2? It's a comedy.
This was a rice patty fuck around, and
in Mexico
they ripped. This movie ripped.
A rice patty fuck around in Mexico.
What did you think of the snake grab?
Was he gonna punch the snake?
Well, no. He was like, he looked at it, said, "I'm the alpha," and tossed him. It was like he was trying on a pair of shoes. Nah,
I meant to.
Reebok.
I'm sure it was a penis joke.
I meant to save this because
no.
He was like,
and then they did it in, and then Hard Target does it, right? And he like roundhouses the snake, but then it's not dead, and like he like nurses it, and then don't they do it in? Isn't it in one of the Arnolds? Or maybe no, it's Predator, and it's Billy, and he's drinking out of the snake.
The vine.
But it's a snake.
Yeah.
Damn it, I meant to say, I was going to show this video.
Okay.
I can't find
You're
it.
You're going to show a video.
No, of when he grabs a snake, because he does he does a buck. He's going to buck on it. So he grabs it, and he's like,
he's going to punch the snake?
This snake's like, please don't punch me.
Well, actually, it is also kind of like a thing that Special Forces, I think Green Berets, they have been known to eat snakes in the war. Like, that's one of the things that they...
Really? Yeah. Did they cook them?
My uncle was actually a Vietnam vet. I remember he would kind of...
What was his name?
My uncle?
Yeah.
Maurice?
Mm-hmm. Cadet Maurice?
Cadet?
What did they call it? Hey, Petaluma, get over here and grab your dame and
Cadet
get out of here.
Maurice,
Ship it out.
He was a Cub Scout in the Navy. Cadet Maurice.
Hi, I'm Maurice. I'm a Cub Scout in the Navy. I hope they don't send me out to see the other boys at sea.
Sounds like a gay dancer.
Oh, I'm Maurice. I'm Scott's uncle in Petaluma. They're sending me out to be with those other boys.
Sorry to all the Vietnam veterans.
Hey, bring our boys home so I can play with them, won't you? I'm in Petaluma. They call me Maurice. Okay, but for real. Did they call... Hey, it's me. It's Petaluma. I'm here. What do you need me to do?
That's accurate.
Cadet
so he was a Vietnam vet, and he said that, yes, that was one thing Maurice. That they...
Is he still around?
They would eat. No. Passed away.
So
he's not going to get mad. It's okay.
He lives in your necklace.
Yes, he's in cadet heaven.
You go river. You go river.
We're having fun.
Necklace river.
We're ripping right now.
Maurice, Keep going.
Yes,
I know. I keep interrupting, and I'm like, finish your story as I fuck around.
I was just saying, they eat rats. They eat rats and snakes.
Okay, you're furious. All right, that was.
You've been sitting on that cadet bit for months.
You just made it.
Actually, no, I haven't. I've never done that voice, and I feel bad about it, and I'm gonna probably cut it. What was I was gonna ask you a question.
You see the military coming out, so you look at these cadets.
That was so bad.
I swear to God, I would. Yeah, I would say, look at these cadets. He's a cadet. He's one of our best cadets at the academy. He failed 4 times, but he's one of our best cadets.
These boys back so I can play with them.
Oh, we're gonna get so many complaints. Jesus.
No, we won't.
I'm gonna cut it.
How about this? Here's a fun fact. Not really a fun fact, more of an anecdote about my life.
Yeah.
I liked that they went to Thailand because I had just visited Thailand. Mm-hmm. So there's like the pan shot of the helicopter over the sunrise.
They only did a couple shots though.
But then there's the Buddha. And that's the international. Oh, they're in Thailand.
Yep.
Because there's a Buddha on every block. Every block. Literally.
There's a Buddha on every block.
If there was a podcast studio in Thailand, there'd be a Buddha in there. There's a Buddha on every block.
The Buddha podcast.
The Buddha Pod. The BPP.
I love it.
Okay.
Who would be a good
went nowhere.
No.
That was a really bad.
Right. Who would be a good
anecdote.
sidekick for Rambo other than Travolta? Would anyone
well, no, he
work?
wouldn't be good.
But would anyone have worked?
No, I
besides
don't think
Travolta?
we do sidekick. I think it would have been cool if he had somebody that he was arguing with. Like kind of like Sean William Scott and The Rock and The Rundown.
Oh yeah.
Where it's like
but
they're
then it's
not
a comedy. But then it's a comedy.
That's what I mean. That's why it can't work.
it doesn't
so
work.
I would say somebody honestly like who was hot in '85, Eddie Murphy.
Oh my god,
Like
Eddie Murphy.
Or how old was Chris Rock at that time?
4? No, 85.
No, he's around.
No,
he's
he
probably
was
like
like
15,
16.
16.
Yeah.
How would Chris, come with that rocket launcher, Chris.
Dude, that would be ridiculous. Every time the wind is forest, goddamn hot.
What about the motherfucking humidity?
It's too many bullets.
I might get shot. That was
He would drop the N-word in there and be like, oh, you can't say that in Thailand.
You came back for you, Jesse.
Nice.
Okay, so
This
1985.
movie rips.
Okay, let's talk.
Grab someone from the Deer Hunter.
Let's
Can you imagine
do-
walking in the jungle.
Oh yeah. Oh, speaking of walking, we have
You're
to talk.
not
How have we not?
expendable.
Hold
Rambo.
it. We got to talk expendable.
Yeah.
We got to. But I need to talk to you about. Have you heard the Christopher Walken Coors Light ads that are running during the NBA playoffs right now?
No.
They literally just gave him a Coors.
Does he still have hair like Dracula?
I think it's just voiceover. They gave him a Coors and they go, just say the usual, and he's like, it's a beer light.
So it's like the Gary
Oh
Busey
my-
Fire
it's-
Stick commercial?
It's literally him just saying the buzzwords of beers.
Yeah.
It's
They just gave it to him, they're like, go.
runs on beer.
Yeah. It's like when you put suds in a can,
Yeah.
it's got a lot of condescending on the outside. We're playing playoffs.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Smart.
the expendable thing.
Crazy.
When that line hit, I go, little do they know, in 35 years, they're going to make 6 pretty below average pictures
Yeah.
with all the buddies, and they're all going to be mad that they did it because
But
it
they
was
call it
quite
out.
a bit
They
of
made
work.
it funny.
Yeah,
They made it
for
funny.
sure.
But I love when she's asking him questions, saying, what, expendable? He's like, it's kind of like when you're invited
I know where to
to
go.
a party.
Yeah, I didn't get that reference. What was
See,
the
no,
reference?
That line I thought was great because
say it back.
As soon as she asked it, I was like, "Oh shit, how's he going to answer this?" Because I forgot, and he said it perfect. He said, "It's like when you're invited to a party,
but you're not
and if you don't show up, nobody cares."
you didn't get invited.
No, that's a stroke victim.
What are you gonna say when you
can't say
go
right
to
accent.
go to the party?
You sound like Buffalo Bill with his dick caught in a bear trap.
Will you fuck me? Okay, so it made sense because I didn't get it.
Where did that come
Off
from?
the fucking
Well,
rails.
this is what I
It should
said
be
when
off
we
the rails.
do these movies that when you go to IMDb and the one fun fact is like James Cameron thought that Sylvester Stallone was a dick, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna carry an hour show with that.
Yeah.
It's so great because like the entire like me watching, I'm like, fuck, I don't know where this is gonna go because I don't even know.
Stallone's a narcissist. That's where this went.
There's no fun facts other than that there's no fun facts in a movie when it's like this was released in 2000 theaters.
Scott, it was the most at the time. So how
That
does
is
it?
an unfun
It
fact.
did kill it.
I guess. Well, hey, you know what I'm working with here.
Well, you know,
It's
the
like
fun-
a jury pool in downtown LA. It's like they're all on meth.
They had a hard time hooking up those analog
fun
computers. They
fact
ran
I
out of
had-
film.
Well, hello, Maurice. Nice of you to join us.
My
There we
favorite
go.
fun fact is that James Cameron wrote a bunch of it, and Stallone said no. And then James Cameron was like, all right, I'll go fuck myself.
Yeah, so they're
and look
both
at this.
talking to each other in the press, talking shit about each other in the press. It's just like, you guys, come
Well, that's
on.
why the last third of it is James Cameron because he's looking. Just cut to 5 minutes of that. Just yeah.
Tony,
Okay, back to you, Judge.
This is we're
He's working on stuff. Don't bring him into it. He
I
doesn't
love
want
him,
it.
though.
He doesn't
He
like
should
this
come
one.
here.
This is why you don't give homeless people Mountain Dew.
I actually, here's what I'm going to say right now.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to say right now because I'm tapped in. I think this is going to be one of our best. I think people are going
off
to
the rails.
love the chemistry, love the off the rails because
do.
when it's not as structured, it's a little more fun. let's do some of the structured stuff. So
Yeah. Let's get on some structure.
let's do we like to do box office first or Rotten Tomatoes first?
Do we have any fun facts?
Well, we've been kind of sprinkling them in. We've been
not
sprinkling
much.
the Travoltas, the Jimmy Cameron fighting with Stallone.
Wait, so I do have-
here's a fun one. I got one that's
hold
fun.
on.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
kidding. I'm talking
So they were gonna originally the beginning was gonna have the Colonel come and grab him out of a psych hospital, a psych
Yes.
ward, but Jimmy Cameron scrapped it, brought it back for
Terminator 2.
Hell yeah! Wait, so instead of the rock quarry, it was gonna be
it was gonna be like a psych ward. Yeah.
It was going to be a psych quarry.
Instead,
Rock
they turned it
Quarry.
into Rock Quarry 12.
Yeah.
Tink.
It was going to be a bunch of crazy people in a circular room peeing in a corner.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's just not that many fun facts. Like, they wanted to kill Russians. They thought it was fun. It was really one of the producers like, we were sitting around set trying to come up with more ways to kill Russians. We, as the Yankees, we wanted to kill them. We were the Americans.
Yankees.
Because this movie was made in the 30s, and I'm talking that picture. I'm a talking
Yanks.
picture. Killed the radio.
I love when you
fun-
smoke before the podcast. Smoking that Jacob's ladder.
I think the fun fact I got was
Jacob's my father. You can call me Jake. Okay, box office? Because, I mean, we're doing pretty good on time.
that we're fucking killing it. We have like
So-
47 more
No,
minutes.
I'm saying like we're like I know it feels like we've kind of not talked
Are we
about
going to
the
recap
movie.
the movie?
We have.
No, the minute recap.
Oh, we got to do a 1 minute recap. Put our watches together. Our
ready?
Rambo watches.
Do you want to start or you want me to start?
We can volley. Let's
Okay.
volley. You go first.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Rambo 2 in 60 seconds or less. Boom.
All right, so Rambo is arrested and sent to a prison after the first blood because he went crazy on a town. They find him in a rock quarry, and it's the colonel back to ask him, let's do one more mission, bring you to Vietnam to find POWs.
Meets up with this gal who at first you're like, whoa, there's a chick, and then she's like, girls can be agents too.
yeah.
She's that secret agent, undercover, ITF, but Mexican.
Wears black?
Thailand, something. Speaks language, doesn't use as, the, of, just says sentences her way.
Yeah. And then she's like, let's go steal a boat, or actually we'll pay these pirates who are probably going to fuck us over so that we can get over to the POW camp. And then they find the POW camp. Doesn't look like what they said because he didn't bring his camera. It's Rambo. And then he finds out that he's getting screwed over. The Russians are coming, and they've left him there to die, and it's not the mission he thought.
And the Russians torture him, bed frame, not IKEA, no wood involved.
Leeches on his dick.
Leeches everywhere, bunch of creepy crawlers all over the place.
Yep.
He teams back up with her. Oh my God, AK-47 to the skull, chokes on her own blood.
Everybody's filled with gasoline when they get shot, and they explode into bits. He makes it out of the waterfall.
Grabs out of the helicopter, tosses everyone out of the helicopter, flies that helicopter right up that Army Ranger's ass.
And then he meets up with John Kreese and hits him in the balls, goes inside, finds Murdoch, shoots all the fake stupid Nintendo
Stupid
equipment.
computers, yeah.
Yep. Doesn't stab him.
Doesn't stab him, stabs the table. Table ends up dying.
Yeah.
I feel bad about the table. Rambo 2.
I feel bad about the table. The table comes back in table 3. First grain, part 3. Oh my
I
God.
can't breathe.
What is happening?
That's so fucking great.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
It's a whole different movie.
I think we went a little over, but they'll forgive us.
It's fine. That was basically James Cameron's script.
I feel bad about the table.
I feel bad about the table. By the way, fun fact.
Pictures with the camera.
I know, dude. No, my dad actually had the Rambo 2 knife.
Really? That
It's
thing
so
is like
dope.
12 inches.
It's 10. It's a 10-inch blade. Let's not go
Oh, is
crazy.
he standing on his tippy toes?
Oh, is it 2,000 theaters? Okay.
Oh, man, you're really fired up about that.
Dude, I'm
2,000
so upset
theaters.
about
It's
it.
like you're coming in with these facts.
I know. Can't believe everything was under 2,000
All
theaters
right.
before 85.
So speaking of 2,000 theaters, let's do the box office
Is
first.
that a new film by Rob Zombie?
All right. So what do you think the budget was on this?
The budget
That was
was
a good bit, by the way. 2,000 theaters, 2,000 theaters.
I would say the budget for Rambo
1985,
1985 $40 million.
Tom, do you know?
No.
Okay. Do you want to guess?
Do you want to guess what they made it for?
Yeah, the budget.
29.
25.
Oh!
So, I mean, back then, that's like a hundo.
I forgot about the pineapple grenades.
And there's no dialogue, so nobody wrote a
Yeah,
script.
God, why did I even give it $40 million?
Okay,
you're
so
a
here's
dreamer.
the real daddy.
Yeah.
What was the box office on this worldwide? Full return, rated R, 1985. Number 2.
Oh, I know it's like a cliffhanger. 300 million.
Yes.
What?
Yes,
On the button?
exactly. He nailed it on the nose. I had to give it to him.
There.
Wow.
300.
Will you look at that inflation?
I already have.
What is it?
894.
So it's like an Avengers
$1 billion.
level movie.
What is 2,000 theaters with inflation now? How many theaters is that?
Yeah. Can you look up? Well, I mean, I know it's not currency, but you could just put it into the inflation and just see, right? Because it's probably the same equation.
Now
put in $2,000 now and just see.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. 2025. How many monies?
How many monies?
No, just 2,000
God damn it, Tom.
Dollars.
in 1985.
No, euros? Sorry.
Yeah.
Guys, this is too much pressure. You hired me for the wrong job.
You got your nice little Texas instrument you're working on there.
He got it already. What is it?
Holy shit! Our
What kind of
our
what kind
camera
of
guy
movie
had to
gets
do it
that?
for
you.
Is that ChatGPT? I love ChatGPT. What does it say? 3,000 theaters to 6,500 theaters.
3,800 to 4,500.
4,500.
Yeah.
So it would be like 4,000 theaters. Yeah, we don't know if that's good now. Is that good now?
Inflation.
There's no inflation. All right, whatever. Scrap that bit. Anyway.
Wow, that was exciting. Not a dry panty in the house.
If you weren't so fired up about this theaters thing, we wouldn't be talking about it. You're the one.
That's comparable to like Top Gun Maverick,
Okay.
Wick 4,
Okay.
major superhero movies.
Hell yeah. That's
Thank
what I
you,
meant.
God.
Thank you.
Who said that?
Wow.
Jesus.
Whoa, yeah.
Okay.
God, that voice is...
Pixelate his ass.
No, I'm doing okay.
All right.
Where's Jay?
Okay, so what I was saying was so it does 300 million. This was like a Avenger, like Top Gun Maverick. So
was huge.
think you're living in 1985. You're going about your
Why
day.
do-
You're getting groceries at Ralph's, and it's just Stallone everywhere.
Right. So why do you think
Rambo.
this is the quintessential #1 iconic action film? Because yes, they
I
did
didn't
25,
know.
25 million into 300 million. With,
I didn't
with
know that
those
this
effects.
was such a baddie.
Oh my
I, mean,
god!
it's
I had
massive.
no
This one's
idea.
$1 billion.
It's
That's
basically the
crazy.
Blair Witch Project of action films.
I had great comp. What? Did you just see a ghost?
Yeah.
You good?
Did you see a foot? Just a ghost foot or anything?
I saw a ghost foot.
Okay. Well, I know you're kind of into
is
that.
happening right now?
Yes. Well, it's
Damn it,
that
are we in John
necklace.
Malkovich's head right now?
Welcome to
blowing it.
Con Air.
2,000 theaters it was shown in. Get it right next time. I'm John
I'm
Malkovich.
all in eating Oreos.
Yeah.
Okay. I play poker. I win because I go
Welcome
in.
to Acapulco. Stupid.
I like it when Sky gets a little mad at me because his impressions get a little bit better.
Speaking of Nick Nolte,
Yeah.
I love how Nick Nolte was in Tropic Thunder.
Yes,
I would have
playing
loved to
yeah.
see him be the Colonel in Rambo.
Yeah, that would have been cool. That would have been funny.
God damn it, you dropped him off in the jungle without a camera. What do you think he's gonna do but fire arrows at gas-filled men?
So good.
So sorry, Nick.
Do you think anyone under 40 is gonna get the bit?
No.
Oh, it's so good though. It's
No.
so good.
All my bits are for
Us.
yeah.
Okay, how about the Rotten Tomatoes? What do you think? Because you kind of pointed this out earlier, is that
Yeah.
critics didn't like the political angle on this
No.
because the backstory was, again, we said it earlier, Jimmy Cameron wrote the action, boom, 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 boom. Stallone wrote all the patriotism.
Yeah, I mean, it basically the whole movie was the stupidity and the politics of it was all summed up in that last monologue, and then the walk off where he has Frank Stallone do the
Yeah.
final song, which is terrible.
Is that what that was?
Frank
I thought
Stallone
that was
sang-
like a
'cause
video
origi-
game
he sang?
cut.
Jerry Goldsmith had the
Jerry Goldsmith?
What's his name?
I was just saying that sounded like the fakest
No, the
name.
guy who does the score.
Michael Kamen.
No, god damn it.
Off the rails.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, Greg Popovich, the guy who does the guy who does
Aaron
the
Copeland.
Stupid.
Leonard
We're in
Bernstein.
We're getting cooked in the comments. So anyway,
Well, you should've
the
said
guy
that.
who did the score to Rambo. Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, okay, I see what you
dun,
mean, yeah.
He was gonna do. He had a great song for the ending credits, but then Stallone's like, "Let's get Frank in here." To
I
do a
gotta
song."
nepo baby
and
the fuck
Frank,
out of
and
this.
Frank did a song like from fucking Foreigner. It was horrible.
Like,
It's like we all
Yeah.
want to come home.
I thought it was a bit. I thought they played the
We
wrong
got
song.
screwed over. But now we have public housing and some food.
We didn't win, but we think we are the best number one country.
Napalm stings when it lands on your ass.
So basically, it's just a John Cougar Mellencamp song.
Little pink houses for you and me.
Napalm on my gooch.
Lace up my boots, give me a chili dog. Frank Stallone, best songwriter.
Okay.
Anyway, it's garbage. It's
real
worse than what I just did right
Okay.
there.
So what do you think the critics gave it out of 100?
I thought it was so good.
Sample that. That was great. I wrote that myself. I've been sending all my lyrics to Chris Martin from Coldplay. He doesn't take any of them.
Tony, can
He doesn't
sample
take
that
any of your
as
calls.
No.
his audio?
Wrapping up here.
Okay. What do I think the what?
Critics, Rotten Tomatoes out of 100.
Critics fucking hated it. So I would say critics gave it a 50.
Okay.
Thoughts?
Tom? Oh, do
I
you
already
know?
know.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I know.
They gave it a 33. Certified puke.
Certified.
It's literally green. It's green vomit.
I used the little green certified puke.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're like, this is certified animal semen, and we hate it.
Audience, though, out of 100. Audience.
Audience, I would say, gave it 75.
60.
Well,
Yeah.
that's about right.
I give it, for what it is, it's everything. This is the action movie. This is I didn't hear anyone speak in this movie. I don't think there's any dialogue outside of she's psycho whore. Like I only heard that line. That's the only line I
wrote
heard.
that down.
And then
She
Stallone
don't
at the
deliver
end with
pizza.
his
She's psycho whore from Village.
yeah. She no pizza.
Yeah.
Ah,
Way to judge.
No, we can't
Yeah.
do that.
She's a judgy.
No,
Leave
no.
it to the Hawaiian girl to judge the Vietnamese girl on a
yeah.
trike.
Yeah, that is such a good bit.
Yeah.
The Asians.
Exactly.
They freaking.
She's 30 minutes
yeah.
late. Pizza free. Psycho whore from Village late.
You gotta calm down.
I know.
Calm your ass down there, Scott.
I promise I wouldn't do psycho
So
horror.
the audience, like, I think just the machismo, the politics.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought
would-
it was great. It was better than I thought. I love when he exploded the guy at the end.
Revisiting it, I actually caught a little bit more of the politics, and I can enjoy a little bit more. I thought it was gonna. When I was watching it, I thought it was gonna be like a blood sport, where I'm like, this is
no,
terribly.
it held up for
awesome.
sure because it wasn't so like.
Please don't hate
creaky.
us for the blood sport. We
No,
love blood sport.
was just so creaky.
just
That was
not
my
a-
life.
It was so creaky.
It's just not a film.
no, it's not. No, this one was fun. This was Jungle. Great character. The
Yeah.
Jungle was a great character.
And Stallone
Snakes.
Stallone is just a great actor. They just put he put great writing and a great actor in a cheesy film. It didn't work.
This is pre Predator, though, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
This
Yeah.
was a
Predator's
freak-
87.
The muddy. He did
Yeah.
the muddy like.
Yeah, that
assassination.
camouflage was
Arnold copied
hilarious.
everything Stallone did.
So weird.
That
Imagine being like two
was
like ripped bros and be like,
hilarious.
I like what it did. That
Hey.
was my Arnold. I like
Yeah.
what it did.
I thought it was great. I thought
Yeah.
when he disguised himself, he looked like the rock guy from Fantastic Four. I'm like, oh shit!
He just popped out of nowhere.
A little bit of Elephant Man in there too. It was cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
man.
let's do some hot takes and get out of here.
Yeah.
And get ready for Terminator 2 live in color next week in Los Angeles. So I'm going to go first. I think, you know how Trump is implementing tariffs? Frankly, we're going to be the best. I think we need to implement. He's implementing the tariffs for movies. Got to do them in America, right? It's punitive, but you got to make it in America. It's not going to get passed or whatever. I want them to implement a rule. Every movie has to be under 100 minutes. We would have so much more time. We could get the great Nolan movies and they'd still be great, and we'd save a whole lifetime. Interstellar could have been great if it was 100 minutes.
No, you need 45 minutes of him crying.
The Dark Knight could have been great if it was 100
don't you
minutes.
dare talk about
no,
The Dark
I
Knight.
love
Don't
it.
you
I love all these
fucking
movies.
bring up The Dark
I
Knight.
just want to. I just am putting it out there. I would love if some big David Zaslav motherfucker that we all hate would come in and do something that I would like and nobody else would like, and that's make all movies 95 minutes.
You want every movie to be a web series.
I want 95 minutes.
You want a web series.
No,
Yeah, you want
I don't
an
want
hour and a half.
Quibi. I don't want that crap. I want 95 minutes. Give me 30 minutes of him, getting out of prison, getting out of rock quarry.
Just
Then I want
slamming
30
rocks.
minutes of river to the trouble, and then I want 30 minutes of trouble. That's 90 minutes of fun. Bang, boom, hot
That's
take.
always asking.
Book
Jesus
it,
Christ.
Rambo.
The suits are going to hire you. They're like, this guy's going to keep it on budget.
No, it's not about the budget. It's about my attention span. All right, Tom. Any hot takes for Rambo 2
Yeah,
before
hot
we
take
close
is,
it?
When I want to find the company that can like let you like sneak in a bow and arrow when it's not in it's not in the entire film, but he finds a bow and arrow. Where does the bow and arrow come from?
His weapon bag.
Yeah, he had his weapon bag,
His
and
weapon
then
bag
he
and-
created it.
Did we watch it? God damn it!
He did. He undid
Yeah,
it.
he
screwed
undid it,
together.
screwed it together. So
See,
I just
I
don't
went to
think
the
he was
bathroom.
watching.
Huh?
I went to the bathroom.
So your
That's
hot
cool.
take
So you
is
don't
that
press
you
pause?
missed
yeah,
something.
so
His
I
hot take
had
is that he
IBS,
just missed something.
You
I
don't
went
pause
poopy.
movies when you go to the bathroom.
No, because I just
It's a Rambo 2. I
was
agree.
like,
I don't
at
think
this point I'm like I don't.
this is
care
not
if
a
I miss
bathroom
it.
pause movie. Rambo 2 is not a
No.
bathroom pause.
And
Scott,
Lauren-
look at me.
Lauren kept saying, "Do you want to pause it?" I'm like, "I'm
Do
good."
you think Rambo 2 is a bathroom pause
If
movie?
he's never seen it. He's never
hold
seen
on,
it.
Hold on. Even if you've never seen the movie,
Yes.
I just want
The answer
let
is
me
yes,
answer
every time.
for the clip for the internet. Scott,
Yes.
do you think Rambo 2 is a pause to go to the bathroom movie? A pause to go to the bathroom movie is you pause it because you want to know what's going to happen or be said next while you're going to the bathroom.
Call me crazy. Call me nuts. I pause a movie if I go to the bathroom. I'm a fucking maniac. I get it. I'm
Yeah,
a
but
psycho. I
For
pause the
Rambo,
movie.
you pause Rambo.
I didn't
Yes.
pause Rambo.
Yeah.
I heard.
was like, I told
I heard.
Lauren,
Oh, they
fast
still doing
forward it.
explosions.
I'm shitting.
They still doing explosions. She still talking shit about the town whore. All right, Rambo's still good. Okay, hot take.
Sorry.
Do you watch You watch Nolan films? You put on Memento and then you went to
Fast
Trader
forward.
Joe's and
Fast
came back and
forward.
you're like,
Lauren,
this
what
movie
happened?
sucks. I don't know why it's all
What
reversed.
happened? Why they
Killed
do
his
this?
wife. Who?
Yeah.
You compared Rambo to Nolan.
Okay, no
Yes.
more Nolan. I brought him in. I apologize. I never should have brought him in.
Got it.
Hot take to close us on Rambo 2.
Hot take. I think it would have been a better movie for me. I think it would have been a better movie with Cameron's original script.
No politics.
No,
Or with the buddy cop.
the original script with Cameron, because and also the original script written that was kind of from the novel.
Oh, yeah.
Is a lot more deep. It was a lot more deep. It was kind of taking from like First Blood, where you're delving more into the character a lot, and there was backstory on the POWs, backstory on the girl is a lot more, and Stallone cut it because he's like, no, action, let's get to it. I'm the only person going to talk about politics. I thought it would be a better movie.
Okay.
It was a question I asked. Like,
It wouldn't sell anything, but I like it.
Why does he have so much pull? Like, why did Stallone have so much pull?
Because the
Rocky
first
to-
movie.
Rocky.
Yeah. Rocky.
And Rocky.
Yeah,
but-
Rocky
but
won
to-
the Oscar.
But to James Cameron, that's different.
James
pull.
Cameron
Jim wasn't
anything.
big yet.
He
He
wasn't
wasn't
big.
big yet.
Okay.
He had just kind of still been doing Terminator.
James Cameron didn't get big or noticed until Terminator, which was just coming
around
out at
that time. Yeah.
And then Aliens blew him through the roof.
blew him
Okay.
through the roof,
So I
and
was
then it was
thinking in my
T2
head.
just went nuclear, and that's a perfect segue into next week. May 23rd is the next episode,
Yes.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. All right, that's it. Any last words on Rambo 2?
Any last words on Rambo 2?
Any last words on Rambo 2?
Give me like.
I think the movie
15
was
minutes.
trash, but if it had been in 2001 theaters, I think it would have had a
Well,
better
what
shot.
was your grade on it? What would you give
Like,
it?
I 75.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go 84. I'm gonna go 84
I mean,
here.
I would go 70s. I was like,
Okay.
again, I
It was fun.
Like, really
Didn't pause in
enjoyed
the
it. I
bathroom, but
enjoyed
fun.
It.
It's
It
fun.
was like
for
fun.
what you saw of it, right? The 10 minutes that you saw.
Well, I mean, no, because
you were in the bathroom for a
like 45
while.
Yeah,
minutes.
he
so-
missed
yeah.
the most important part when he gets out the greatest weapon in the history of action
Tom,
movies.
you need to
Best thing.
strap on a diaper and get into these
Yep.
movies.
We are presented by Depends. Want to watch Rambo 2 without dumping your pants? Get Depends. All right. That is Rambo 2 on the Buddy Cop podcast. We are back next week, May 23rd. If you're watching this live, it is next Friday. We are doing Terminator 2 Judgment Day live in Manhattan Beach.
It's going to be
Just
hot.
search it on Eventbrite. It's
gonna be
all
hot.
over our socials at the Buddy Cop podcast on all the socials. Wherever you get your podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Android users, you can go directly to the site. Whatever you want to do. We're over on YouTube. Rate, review, subscribe. We're going to do T2 next. This has been Rambo 2 for Tom, for Scott. I'm Sean.
Yep.
That's
You got to roll those goddamn credits, Rambo.